Welcome to the 30-day Balance with a Broom challenge. Let's jump in and get started. Welcome to day 4. It is fantastic. Every day you show up is amazing. I am so thrilled that you're here with me. Now, I'm constantly showing you ways that you can change this challenge to find the right challenge for you. One of those is to add TheraBand. And if you did the 30-day elastic band challenge with me, which was so fun, you have a TheraBand. And this is just an option. So what you can do with your band is you can go ahead and put your broom on your lap, put your band under your legs and wrap it over. Then from here you can test the resistance by taking this, going up overhead, test the resistance. And if you like that distance, then go ahead and tie it on each side. Now, once again, you don't need weights or the band or anything to make this more difficult if you're doing the exercises correctly. Focusing on posture, core, quality movements is difficult enough, but I want to show these options for people that have been working out for years. Okay, so that's how you would tie the band on. We're going to go ahead and warm up, stretch it out, 5 diagonals to the right. Use that left arm, help the right arm. Here we go. This should feel so good for us every day together. Opening up our chest, combating stiffness. And if you feel, wow, I'm tight, then maybe we need to do a little more for you. Straight up and down. All right, let's arc. This one is so good for us, especially with Parkinson's disease. A lot of times people have a left lateral trunk flexion. They often lean to the left, or not the left, I'm sorry. They lean to one side, excuse me. It's a lateral trunk flexion. And so this is a fantastic exercise to really lengthen the opposite side. Because if we're always to one side, for example, if I was always to the left, that left side gets so tight. All right, let's switch our broom, stretch out, take that right arm, help the left arm. Wow. Now that's just one diagnosis as an example. Work a lot with individuals with ataxias, multiple sclerosis, even just arthritis. So this is so good for all of us. But if there's a particular move that's really important for some populations, I like to mention it. All right, straight up and down. Two more. So good for us. One more. Okay, let's do those arcs. Down, around. Really stretch out that left rib cage. And the fantastic thing is, the broom helps us so much lengthen everything. Oh man, it's like having an extra set of hands to help us out here. And that was beautiful. Oh, now that we're big, long, stretched out, let's get moving. Round 1 Okay, if you're experimenting with the band, go ahead and put in your feet, 100% optional. Let's start with marching out that left leg, good posture. Left leg up and down, 30 seconds. Now, here's where I talk to you. Remember your posture. Shoulder blades are back and down. We're lifting that left leg while we're tightening our abdominals. Tighten your core. That broom prevents you from curling forwards into what we call flexion. We need extension. Okay, very good. Now we're going to add the arms. We are going to bring our hands closer together and tilt to the left side. So elbows are up, tilt down, bring one side of the broom towards the left leg and the right side of the broom up, just like we did that arc. Now we're tilting it, but what I want you to do is squeeze your left abdominals and then bring it back up. Squeeze the left abdominals. Keep your elbows up. Squeeze. Up. Squeeze. Up. Tight abdominals. Elbows are up. Fantastic job. Lengthening the right rib cage. Tightening the left. One more. Oh my goodness, fantastic job. Okay, let's try to combine those. This is where coordination comes in. This is good for all of us, especially if you have ataxia. Hands are together. Now, this is hard stuff. We are going to lift the left leg while we tilt to the left side. Okay, 30 seconds. All right, if you have a band and it's moving, it's okay. Ready? Lift and tilt. Tighten your abdominals. Lift and tilt. Keep your abdominals tight. Lift and tilt. Only one more. Lift and tilt. Okay, remember your posture and your abdominals. All right, bring that broom back. We're gonna march out on the right leg, going straight into it. Okay, up and down. Is your posture good? How about your abdominals? Okay, if this is too easy, when you lift the right, push down on the left. It's a lift and press now. And when you do that, you engage your glute muscles, which are needed for posture. However, focus on quality first. Tight abdominals, good posture, fantastic job. Let's tilt. Bring your arms close together, lift up your elbows. Tilt your broom down to the right. Squeeze your abdominals up to center. Down to the right, squeeze your abdominals up to center. Down to the right, squeeze up. Keep your shoulder blades back and your elbows up. Go slow for quality. This is not easy. Tighten your abdominals. One more. Tighten your abdominals. This is not easy if you're doing it correctly. Let's combine them. Okay, you're ready? Lift the right knee and tilt to the left side. A lift and tilt. Okay, this is not easy. Lift and tilt. Lift and tilt. Are you squeezing your abdominals? Tighten the core. All right, tighten the core. Elbows are up. Not easy, okay? Two more. Tight core. One more. Very, very good. If it feels awkward, hang in there with me, okay? Now we're gonna go ahead and go right into our ankles, which is exciting. Bring your broom back, toes up and toes down for 30 seconds. All right, I do talk a little bit more during ankles since it doesn't require as much thinking, okay? But you're doing fantastic. Just focusing on your posture and opening, extension is so important. So many exercises for core work on flexion. We need extension, okay? We need to even it out. All right, that's fantastic. Now, keep your arms straight. We're going to do some flexion. Down to the knees, up. Slowly down and up. Slowly down and up. Tighten your abdominals. Okay, are your abdominals tight? Up. If this is too easy, push down on your knees and then bring it up. Bring it down, press into your knees and up. Tighten your abdominals. Make sure your posture is good, okay? You're not falling forwards into this. It's not forwards, okay? One more. Tight abdominals and bring it down. Very good. Let's try coordination. Go ahead and start with your toes up. You ready? Toes down, up, toes up. Toes down, up, toes up. Toes down, up, toes up. Down, arms are up, toes up. Toes down, toes up. Toes down, toes up. One more. Toes down, toes up. Fantastic job with round one. Round two, you are fantastic. Start with your posture. Go ahead and kick it out with that left leg. Up and down. Okay? Such a simple move. But I want you to focus on your shoulder blades back and tightening those abdominals. Okay? If this is easy, press down with the right while you lift the left. But do not compromise your posture. Do not squeeze so much that you're falling into almost like a crunch. We're not crunching. Okay, very good. For the arms, okay, go ahead and either, if you have a band, if not, bring your arms to the apart, nice and wide. I'm gonna lengthen the band even though we don't have to. Okay, this is center. I want you to go ahead and put that broom on an angle if you can. We're going to keep our arms straight, angle it down, angle it up. Now this is very good for us. Focus on tightening your core, opening everything up. Tight core and open for posture. Down, open for posture. My goodness, this is good. We're opening that left rib cage, really tightening those abdominals. Okay. If these exercises are done correctly, they are not easy. Make sure your core is tight. Really bring everything back. Last one. Fantastic job. So many core exercises focus on flexion, especially if you have Parkinson's, or all of us, everyone, we need to work on big extension. Let's combine those. Oh my gosh. Okay, start with your broom up to the side, okay? Not easy. Kick your left leg, bring your arms down. Now ready? Open up. Down. Open up. All right? Tighten your abdominals. tight abdominals, big, tight abdominals, ready, big, tighten, and big. That broom is on an angle, okay? So you can see it's kind of hitting my legs on an angle. One more, tight abdominals, and big. These are really good exercises. We're going to ankles. You're like, thank goodness. Okay, toes down, toes up. Tight abdominals, good posture. You can always squeeze the butt muscles when you bring the toes down. That's always an option. Okay? I don't crank up the music for this challenge so we can focus. All right, as fun as it is to party, we need to focus on quality. Okay, backwards roll. Okay, good posture. Down, around, up, and posture. I'm gonna turn to the side. Down, around, up, and posture. This is a rolling or a circle, okay? So it's circling down, around, up, and posture. Tighten your abdominals, okay? Tight abdominals. Very good. 2 more. Down, around. 1 more. Let's try to combine them. Okay, so ready? Start with your toes up. Okay, ready? Toes down, around, up, toes up. Toes down, around, up, toes up. Down, around, up, toes up. Down, around, up, toes up. All right, you're doing fantastic. Focus on quality. Is your abdominals tight? Is your posture back? Toes up, down, around. Okay, very good. Let's go ahead, kick out that right leg. Work on your posture, okay? So, kicking the right leg up and down. Good posture, tight abdominals. You can always push down on the left when you lift the right. But don't pressure yourself because this is very good when it's done correctly. Okay? 2 more. Last one. Very, very good. Okay, let's pull it down. This is hard even without the band, okay? Spread your hands apart. This would be upright. We're going on an angle. Stretching out that right rib cage. Now bring that down on an angle and open, big, okay? Tight abdominals, good posture. Tight abdominals and posture. Technically it's tight abdominals the whole way on the way up too. Okay, this is so good for us. Tight abdominals, posture, big, quality. All right, focus with me on 2 more. 1 more. Okay, this is not easy. Start with your broom up and to the side. You ready? Kick the right leg and bring that broom down and up. Kick and down and up. Kick and down and up. Kick and down and up. Focus on your core. Is your core tight? Is your posture big? Down and up. 2 more. Down and up. Last one, down and up. Fantastic job with me. You finished round 2. Round 3, posture. Go ahead and kick that left leg forward, straighten it, bringing it out and in. Okay? Good posture, tight abdominals. This is where we want to creep forward, but we can't. Okay? Shoulder blades are back. This broom makes us really work on those core muscles. Okay, very good. If you have a band, take it out. If you have it, if not, put that broom in your right arm. I'm gonna wrap it so it's out of my way. Okay, right arm, thumb facing up. Shoulder blades are back. If you do not have a band, just out, squeeze your shoulder blade. If you do, loosen this a little bit. If you have a band, both shoulder blades are back, out and in, okay? Out, squeeze your shoulder blade, the right one, squeeze, out, back, out, squeeze, tight abdominals, good posture. 2 more tight abdominals, good posture. If you think you're ready to combine them, let's try. If it's too difficult for coordination, hold up your left leg while you move the right arm, okay? We're gonna try our best to go in and out though, opposite directions. You ready? The leg kicks out and the right arm presses out, and in. Everything goes out and in. Posture, core, tighten your core. Tighten those core muscles. Out and in. 2 more, open everything tight. Open everything up. Out. Fantastic job. Okay, let's go ahead. This is hard stuff. Okay, start with your posture. Straighten your right leg. Out and in. If you have Parkinson's or ataxia, stay after with me. I want to chat with you. I don't want to interrupt our session too much. Posture, out and in. Tighten your core muscles. Are they tight? I hope so. Okay, 3 more. Out. 2 more. Tight posture. What I mean by that is tight abdominals, good posture. Very good. Take that broom in your left hand. Without the band, you're pressing and squeezing your left shoulder blade. With the band, use that right arm as well. Tight shoulder blade. Let's go. Out. Squeeze. Out. Okay. Tight abdominals. Now, if you do not have a band, you can always lean into it. If you don't have a band, or if you have a band, okay, tight abdominals. Squeeze your shoulder blade. Tight. Squeeze that left shoulder blade. Focus on quality. 2 more. 1 more. Very, very good. If you think you're ready for coordination, let's try to combine them. Straighten your left leg. Shoulder blades back. Ready? Kick to the right, punch to the left. Squeeze. Kick and punch. Squeeze. Kick and punch. All right, not easy. Focus on your core. Focus on your posture. Kick and punch. Squeeze. If you have an armrest, try your best. Do what you can, okay? kick and punch. One more, kick and punch. Fantastic job. All right, we get to use those ankles now for balance. Shoulder blades are back. Toes down, toes up. Still working on your posture. You can always squeeze the butt muscles when you bring your toes down. It can be toes and tush if you want, but don't hold your breath, okay? That's always an option. Good, about 8 more seconds. Very, very, very good. Okay, you ready? You're doing great. We're gonna go ahead, make sure that your broom is facing up and your, I can talk here, and your the bottom of your broom is facing down, because we're going to press into the ground for some isometrics here, okay? So take that broom for 3 seconds, press it into the ground. Tighten your abdominals, tighten your arm muscles. If you have a band, do an isometric hold with your left arm and release. When I say release, relax your arm. Press into the ground and release. Okay, tighten your core muscles when you press down. Release. Tighten the core, press down. Release. One more. Press down, tighten the core. Release. Very good job. We're gonna switch arms, okay? Put that broom in the left arm. We're going to push into the ground while you tighten your abdominals. If you have a band, pull it back. Maybe I should put my foot there. Okay, here we go. Press into the ground. Release. Press into the ground. Release. Are you tightening your abdominals? Tighten your abdominals. Release. 2 more with me. Tight abdominals while you're pressing. 1 more. Press and tighten. Fantastic job. We just finished round 3. Round 4, finish strong. Start with your posture. March it out with that left leg. Up and down. Good posture. Tight abdominals. You can always press down with the right leg while you lift the left. All right, tight abdominals, good posture. That is hard to do. Ready? 1 more after this. Okay, if you have a band, go ahead and creep it underneath your legs. For everybody, straighten your arms out. Hold your arms up. Actually, bring your hands in so they're about shoulder width apart. Okay, take your right arm, pull it back and squeeze your shoulder blade and forwards. Try to keep your elbow up. Squeeze and forwards. Squeeze. I hope you're not snoring like that little guy is. He is snoring right now. Squeeze that left shoulder blade and forwards. Squeeze. Forwards. This is for posture. Squeeze. Okay, tight abdominal squeeze. 1 more. Tight abdominals. Very, very good. Coordination time. This is not easy. He snores pretty loud, doesn't he? Okay, arms are up. Are you ready? Lift your left leg and pull your right arm back and forwards. Okay, lift the left, pull the right. Left leg, right arm. Left leg, right arm. Now tighten the core. Tighten the core. Open up that posture. Left leg, right arm. Focus on your core. 2 more. Last one. Holy cow, that is not easy. Okay, we're just switching to the other side and we'll be all finished, okay? So go ahead and work on your posture. Go ahead and lift up that right knee up and down. Tight core. Good posture. You can always press with the left, but focus on quality here. Hang in there with me. Good quality marches. Tight posture. Tight abdominals, good posture. All right, ready? One more. Oh my gosh, this is so hard, but so good for us. Straighten your arms. Pull your left arm back. Keep your elbow up. Forwards. Tighten your abdominals. Left arm back and forwards. Left arm. Okay. Squeeze your left shoulder blade. Squeeze and press. Squeeze and press. Tight abdominals. Really focus. One more. Tight abdominals. Last exercise. This is difficult for coordination, okay? Don't get frustrated. Just try your best. Lift up your right arm and pull the left arm back and forwards. Right leg, left arm, forwards. Right leg, left arm. Okay? Now tighten the abdominals. Right leg, left arm, abdominals. Okay? 3 more. Right leg, left arm. 2 more. Right leg, left arm. Elbows up. Squeeze. Fantastic job. Okay, we're gonna just put this, do a few good morning stretches, stretch it out, be so proud of yourself. And then we're gonna chat for whoever wants to stay after. Okay. Up, around, and down. About 30 seconds, and then we're gonna stretch it out. Big, big, think big. Think lengthen. Reaching. Okay, are you ready? 2 more. One more. Fantastic job. Let's stretch it out. All right, grab that broom with your right hand. Use your left, stretch it on a diagonal 5 times. Wow, this feels so good. Open up that chest. Those pec muscles that want to pull us forwards all day, they want to pull us forwards. We need to lengthen them out. Straight up and down. This is fantastic. 2 more. 1 more. All right, let's do those arcs. Down, around, stretch out that right rib cage. Good. Open everything up. That's 2. Big. Lengthen. 3. 2 more. 4. 1 more. Wow, we have no idea how good that is for us. Okay, left hand, use the right arm. in a diagonal. Now, if you have one side that's tighter than the other, especially for those arcs, you may want to stay after, come a little early, do some extra on that side, really even things out. One more. All right, straight up, okay? And that's because if you have an asymmetrical posture, if you're having a a lateral trunk flexion throughout the day, one side is long and one side is short, and you need to even it out. Two more. One more. Fantastic. Last stretch. Down, around, lengthen those left side. Separate those left ribs. 2. Ready? 3. Big. 2 more. 4. 1 more. Fantastic job. Congratulations for finishing day 4. Be so proud of yourself in this moment. Even if you did not do the band, okay? Doing this without the band, if you really focus, it is fantastic for your posture, your core, your coordination, okay? You do not need the band. This is just for those people that have it, want that extra challenge. I want to show them how to use it. For everybody though, be so proud of yourself. Congratulations. Now, if you do have ataxia Parkinson's and you're like, I want to stay after, I want to learn a little more, please stay after with me. For everybody, thank you for joining me. Please come back, because together, little steps, we can make some big gains. Welcome back. Thank you for meeting with me and staying after. I want to put my broom aside and I just want to chat with you if you have Parkinson's or ataxia. And I want to encourage you, and I want to share some of the things that might make these exercises specifically really beneficial for you. So I'm just going to start with Parkinson's disease. A lot of times with Parkinson's disease, there are a lot of asymmetries. A very common one is the muscles in front become so tight and the muscles in back become so weak. And we really need to focus on lengthening the front and tightening the back because of that asymmetry. And that's why it's so fantastic that Broom, those stretching exercises, opening up the chest, is really good for you. And I really recommend on your days off, because we all need a day off, or if you're doing other activities like rock steady boxing or Nordic walking or yoga, maybe really grabbing that broom ahead of time and really opening everything up, especially in the mornings, starting off with that nice beautiful stretch. Another asymmetry that's very common is a lateral trunk flexion, okay, towards one side. And the problem with that is that asymmetry, we have a lot of tightness on one side and lengthening on the other. And so those arcs where we're taking that broom down and reversing it, opening up that rib cage, is fantastic. So if you tend to have a lateral trunk flexion, really maybe come early, stay after on your own, focus on opening up that side, working on those asymmetries, working on balancing them out. It is so great for us. A lot of times core exercises focus on flexion, okay? Tightening with crunches, tighten, okay? Everything is what we call flexion, when actually we need extension. We need opening things up. And unfortunately with Parkinson's disease, it is not anybody's fault, but it requires so much intention to work on posture throughout the day. If there is not intention there, These unfortunately with Parkinson's disease, we will be forwards quite a bit, and it requires thinking, okay, and being very intentional about it, just like it does with stepping. If an individual with Parkinson's disease, because there is a sensory motor disconnect, the brain isn't getting accurate information from the body about step length, that person has to be intentional about taking big steps, big movements. They call that large amplitude movements, okay? So throughout these exercises, think big. Think everything has to go so big and really lengthen it out. So we have big movements, we have extension, and we are very intentional about our posture. And I hope that you take some of that intentionality with you outside of these times together, really recognizing when you're leaning forwards and when we need to open up. So those are a few benefits for individuals with Parkinson's disease. If you have that condition, share with other individuals with Parkinson's disease. If you're finding benefits, share with them and say, hey, this is helping me in my condition. I recommend it if you are. Okay, my friends with ataxia, thank you for staying after with me. These exercises are extremely difficult because of the coordination components. Unfortunately, as you know, we have damage or degeneration to the cerebellum, which is responsible for planning, executing, correcting, coordinating all of our movements, okay? And so it's really difficult if all of a sudden I'm asking you to kick the left while you punch the right, yet at the same time tighten the core, work on that posture. That is a lot of overload, all of those commands to the cerebellum, where it is supposed to integrate, take in that information, and help you do all of those things at once. So I'm so glad you stayed after, because I want to tell you, if you're frustrated, you're not alone. These are difficult. And if you need to break it down, for example, maybe just punch, maybe just kick and then punch. Kick instead of doing them at the same time, because it might be so many commands at once. So you are not alone. These are very difficult for coordination, but that also makes them really good for you, because we're not just focusing on strength training, but coordination training, which is great for motor planning, strengthening some of those remaining cerebellar circuitries that are still intact, or rerouting to kind of create some new ones. So this is very good for you. You are not alone. The other parts of these that make it really great for ataxia, as well as other people as well, okay, is the focus on the core stability there. That is required for all of our limbs, okay? If we have weakness in the core, it will translate to the rest of our body. So we really need to stabilize here. Everybody does, but especially with ataxia, okay? So really focusing on that is also really, really good for you. So don't be discouraged. If you feel really fatigued after these, it may not be as much as the strength training component as much as the brain component, because you're trying to do so many things at once, and so your brain might be tired, okay? So I just want to let you know that if you're feeling discouraged or really tired, these are still really good for you. You're not alone. Hang in there with me, okay? So once again, if you're finding any benefits here, especially here, I'm talking in spaghetti, I'm focusing on those glute muscles. If you're adding those in, tightening the glutes, they're required to stabilize the pelvis. And we need our pelvic stabilized, especially for gait training, walking, especially for posture, standing us upright. With ataxia, we have a lot of lack of motor planning there, okay? Step length, coordinating the movements in those legs, and so it's really important to have a stable pelvis as well with the core, okay? Another thing for individuals with ataxia, when I work with them, they comment on, you know what, my balance is feeling better because of my posture feeling better. And this makes sense even with individuals with Parkinson's disease here with me. If we are forwards in our shoulders, if we are rounded forwards, that's going to affect the entire body. And I use the analogy of stacking up rocks, okay? If you stack all these rocks straight up, but then the top rocks are falling forwards a little bit, that's going to affect and influence the entire pile, okay? And so if our posture is forwards, rounded forwards, and this is for Parkinson's as well, all of our weight is forwards on our toes. And that is so scary and difficult when you suddenly want to straighten up. Because as soon as you straighten up, you find yourself tilting back, especially with Parkinson's disease. And they call that a retropulsion. But all that being said, really, really important, especially with ataxia, to focus on that posture to align everything up. And there are correlations between poor core strength and back pain, because your core muscles are not stabilizing your spine, okay? So for people that want to work on back pain, stabilizing the core, research shows can help that. And neck pain. That head is about 8 to 10 pounds, okay? If it is forwards because of our forward head posture, this is for anybody in general, that's a lot of strain on the neck. So really working on posture can help with back and neck pain as well. Man, that was a spaghetti thing going through there, but I really want these individuals, my friends, to stay after just to share some of the benefits without interrupting our workout too much, about why these might be beneficial for you. And if you are finding benefits, share it with friends, okay? Because together, little steps, we can make some big gains.